This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. It is worth noting that the movie Pulp Fiction is full of mysteries posed by Quentin Tarantino to the viewers, and he offers the audience to independently solve these puzzles in their own way. With each scene, he invites the viewer to figure out what will happen to the main characters next and try to understand who they will see in the next scene. Interestingly, the opening scene launches the film's mood, along with the viewer's thinking. This paper aims to discuss the formal, aesthetic, and narrative elements of this scene to make an argument about the significance of the movie as a whole. Discussion. The film begins with a situation in which two people sit in a cafe discussing something. During the first few minutes, the viewer watches this ordinary scene and tries to understand what these individuals are talking about. From their dialogue, it becomes clear that these are two robbers who are discussing which of the places that can be robbed is the most suitable. They dwell on the fact that robbing this cafe itself is an excellent idea since no one in America robs cafes, while a lot of money can be stolen from visitors. They take out pistols to threaten the visitors, and at that moment, the credits begin. Thus, two robbers, who had never robbed a cafe before, which they admitted to each other, make such a decision in a spontaneous manner, which was the result of their short dialogue. Notably, through this scene, Tarantino pushes the viewer to several conclusions, which are amplified by subsequent episodes in the film. In particular, public censure of incorrect or illegal acts leads society to take crime seriously, while the director shows how everything is relative by the example of his heroes. Honey Bunny and Pumpkin make fun of the way banks are being robbed these days. One no longer needs to have a weapon. They drink coffee, have breakfast, and then decide to carry out an armed attack. Violence, in one form or another, must always stand out in the plot of almost any film. As a rule, this is achieved through story arches and character lines. Directors also prepare their viewers for this emotionally by increasing tension with the help of music, dialogues, and visual storytelling tools, which include the work with a palette of colors and lighting. The first scene of the film ridicules violence despite traditional views on it. The film shows violence as part of the narrative and an integral element in the revelation of characters. The first scene sets the mood for the whole plot and reveals the overall meaning of the film. The viewer can conclude that the most violent scenes are the result of random, spontaneous events. Concluding points. Thus, it can be concluded that Pulp Fiction is quite different in the way it presents complex situations and contradictory events to the viewer. At first glance, the opening scene may seem useless or meaningless, but it is not. The movie consists of the links that build the plot bit by bit. They fully reveal it to the viewer. The opening scene sets the viewer in the right mood and pushes them to recognize specific patterns that are then skillfully ridiculed. This essay on opening scene in Pulp Fiction by Quentin Tarantino was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.